Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you back to our lecture on STATA, which I said that is going to be in series. In my last video, we look at the STATA environment. That is when you open a STATA. So what you are likely to see, the windows, then ways by which we interact with the STATA. And I took us through either we use GUI or we use command. The GUI is graphical user interface. When you click on icon or a task, you want to do a task, just click on an icon or a task and you provide the necessary parameters and you say, okay, it will execute the task for you. Or you use command, which I illustrated by just give one or two line of instructions and the starter will execute such task. So today, on this lecture, we are going to look at how do we create a log file? How do we create a log file? That's the content we'll be creating in this lecture. And I will quickly share the window of starter so that we can have the log file or how to create it. So what you are seeing as usual is the starter window. So to start with, the log file is very important to starter in the sense that this is where all your output will be saved. Though I told us that there is output window in my first lecture, but this output window, the output that you have there are not saved. They are just being displayed in that window. So the moment your computer goes off or you shut it down, you lost everything on that output window. So that is why it's very important to open a log file. So this log file is where all your outputs, all your interaction, both the interaction as well as the output will be saved. So that anytime you want to access or you want to open the work you have done, you can actually go to that file and open it. So that's the essence of a log file. And I will start by informing us that there are two types of log file. Two types of log file. We have SMCL and text and text file. We have SMCL and a text file. The difference between these log files is that for SMCL, it's only starter that you can use to access it, that you can use to open it. So no other packages, or you can access it with any other platform, be it Microsoft Word, Notepad, WordPad, among others. Whereas text file, if it is a text file, you can use other platform like Microsoft Word, Notepad, and what have you to access such a file. So that is different between the two types of log file. Now, how do we set up this log file? Either you want it to be SMCL or you want it to be text file. So the command you are going to use is by saying set. That's I'm trying to set the log file. I will now say log type. Set log type. Then you now provide the kind of log file that you want. Is it SMCL? Is it text file? So if it is text file, you just type it. So with this, you have prompted starter that it is a log file or text type of log file that you are about to open, that you are about to open. And the command to open a log file is The command to open a log file is, hold on. The command to open a log file is log, type log, you give space, using, then space. Then you now provide the file name that you want to give to that log file. Let's use day one or day two, as the case may be. Let me call it day one. So you press enter. So, okay. So it's like I've already opened a log file with this file name. So the starter is complaining that a file name already exists. So let me use another, um, what do you call it, name. So I don't need to retype it again. And as in my first lecture, I said that we have a review command window. So all the command, either right or wrong, that I'm sending to starter will be there. So I'll just click on anyone that I want to edit, so that I need. So I'll just click it. Definitely, automatically, that's what I click will be brought to that command window, just as you have seen it. So I can now edit this one. Let me call it day two, for instance. So this one is valid, it's correct. No log file that bears this name exists. So it has created it or it has opened it. You can see you have the directory where that file name is, where that log file is. Then the type of log file is indicated. Then the date that it is created is also shown. So this is how to create a log file. So if it is SMCL, the same thing is what I will do. I will first define the type of log file that I wanted. So I will say set. Now, as I've said, I don't need to type it again. I'll just say come to this review command window. You can see when I click it, it brought that command to my command window. So I'll just edit it, SMCL. I'll press enter. Now, I will have to close this already open log file before I can open another one, because it's not possible to be opening two log files in a single session. So I have to close it, and I got the command to close it. I'll just say log close. So automatically, it's going to close already opened log file, as you have seen. So, but I've instructed the starter that I'm about to open a log file, and the type is SMCL, and the type is SMCL. So I'll just say log using. Then let me call it day three, and I press enter. So you see, it has created another log file with this name, day. Okay, it's just day. That is just the name with date. And the type is SMCL, the date as well as the time that it was created. Now, instead of going through this approach, I can use another approach so that I don't need to set the type of log file that I want to create. While creating it, I can indicate the kind of log file that I wanted. So that's another approach to go about it. Let me close this one first before I use that command. Now, this one is just one line instruction that will do the two together. And the command is log using. Then the file name that I want to create, let me use day three. Now, to distinguish between SMCL and a text file, I'll put .log. The moment I put that extension .log, the starter will know that I'm creating a text type of log file. So it will create a text log file for me. You can see log type is text, the date that is created, that's why the time, and so on. But if I don't put .log, so the starter will know that it is SMCL type of log file that I'm creating, So let me close this one and try it so that we all will be able to see it. So log close. So with this, I've closed the log file. So if I type, let me just use the last command. I click it on the variable field here, the command field here, and it brought it there. So now I'm going to delete the extension .log and let me use 4 so that I'm creating a log file with name day 4 and without the extension .log. So this is an example of an SMCL file, how to create SMCL file. So if I don't put .log, it's going to be SMCL type of log file. But if I put log, the starter will know that I'm creating a text type of log file. So this is how to create a log file. So when you create a log file now, all your sessions, all your what you are doing or interacting with the starter will all be saved in this particular file, in that particular file. Now, assuming I have existing file that I want to update. Let's assume that we finish a session this morning and we save it with a particular file name. Now, maybe in the afternoon or tomorrow, we want to continue from where we, so we don't want to create a new file. We want what we are doing or what we are about to do to be added to the one we did in the morning. So we can also do that. Can also have that. So let me close this log file. So log close. So this I have closed everything. Now, assuming in the afternoon, I want to use, or later in the day, I want to use any of this created log file. I want to append to that. I want to continue from there. So it's like opening an existing log file. So the command is you just put an extension to it. You say log using that file name that you want to open, that it's already opened or you already created it, but you want to continue working on it. So you must know the name. So let's assume that it is our day 3 log file. So day 3.log. So I will now put comma, then we say append. So we say append. So with this, so it's going to bring back already saved file, already saved file. Okay, it said not found. Log using day 3 not found. Okay, but he created another. No, if you look at what he wrote here, he said that instead of saying day, okay, I forgot to put 3. Forgot to put 3. So I will put 3 here. So .log. Log file already exists. Let me close it. So log close. I don't know if you get the flow. The flow is that I wanted to open already existing log file, which is day 3, but I erroneously typed day. So, and it now opened that of day for me, but which is not what I wanted. So I'm going to repeat that command. So I'll now say log using day 3.log, then append. So I press enter. So with this, so log using day 3 append, it has opened already created day 3 log file that I have in the starter. So I can now continue to work on this one. So that is how to create a log file for us so that now um, continuously I can be now updating it. That is all whatever I'm doing will now be saved in the that log file. So this is a creation or how to create a log file, which would be for um, would be for sharing or saving all the output that we have. So we going to end this particular session here so that in our subsequent video or next video, we'll be looking at the uh, second or third content, which is how do we get data into starter environment? How do we get data into starter environment? So thank you and God bless you.